this?
Now, is that rumor about the $1,000 a stain?
That's
right.
Wow. What's that smell?
I can't believe what I saw. Look, I'm being gay over here.
Locally, I'm really.
What's your thoughts on premarital sex?
Come play with us.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
5,352 feet.
How's your sister?
Cereal, champions, lowest cost.
Only a quick swimming pool, which we have right here. You can see we have a nice natural side, nice ceramic side to it, and yeah.
Let's go check out the west side of the house.
Glass.
Woo! Here we are again, folks. It's another Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society. I'm Red Crank. That's the Colonel, Zigzag, and C-Phase. What's up, gentlemen? Oh, God.
Excuse me.
Jesus.
No.
Way to start. Way to start, man.
Yeah, that was a great start.
This live resin's for real. I didn't expect that. Just
The
don't.
mute button is your friend, by the way.
I was all about to go. Wah! That's all I got out. Became Sweetly from Black Sabbath instantly.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there we go. There's a reference
Yeah.
for the young kids out there.
Yes.
The young kids with good taste in music.
That's right. The Super Bowl come and went. What a down year. I mean, after.
What are we?
We're
Why
all
are
like-
we even talking about this?
Because it's a national thing. You have to do it real quick. You know, I mean, I know Colonel and I, with actual real stakes in the game, with teams that are like close by us that we actually followed our whole lives, and not some adopted team like yourselves over there. And of course, Faze renounced his whole allegiance to the Packers, being a lifelong Wisconsinite, and has come to the Lions. And I love it. He's welcome here. But one of the lowest I've ever seen. One of the, I mean, the game was a defense game. You know, we knew Seattle was going to go. They were the healthiest. I think that's how you're going to win millions. If you want to bet football, just look for the healthiest team who's got nobody hurt. You'll win. That's it. It's that simple.
Dude, I'm just going to tell you, man, the past 4 Super Bowls just haven't been the same. Once your team makes it and you actually have a team to pull for, it just isn't the same anymore. I just don't get excited. I'm like, it's like watching a Sunday night game for me now. It's like, I'll watch it, but
yeah,
I just like
kind of takes
I like
the fun
the fact
out of it.
I like the fact that the kicker was almost the MVP.
Yeah, he should have been.
He had the most points, I think.
Yeah,
most points in Super Bowl history, I think they said.
Got a halftime
for
show.
a kicker.
I you know what? Traditionally, I don't usually watch halftime shows anyway, because we're usually doling out the cards, man.
I was entertained by the story that Bad Bunny told with with that show.
Someone's gonna have to translate it. I'm sure somebody will go through.
Just the visual story.
Okay, because when I was
starting with like the sugarcane, fields, and then going through that New York.
A love letter to Puerto Rico, but then in turn went all through America and everything. So I get it. And I
bringing up the electrical poles from the Katrina and all that. Sure, that was a nice touch.
They spend money on that show, that halftime show. There's no fucking question. I mean, the Dre one comes to mind with and Eminem and Snoop, and they had that whole almost looked like an apartment the way they were walking through it. Yeah. But whatever. As far as the game went, fuck it. I don't. Neither team. I don't like either one of them. So I mean, I just want one of our teams to be there, and hell, I would have even been rooting for the Colonel with Cincinnati in there over what we got.
I've always rooted for the Colonel when Cincinnati's playing.
Yeah.
So.
And I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because I've had a bad couple of years, man.
Cincinnati's like my third or fourth team now, so. Maybe second or third. I don't know. So. All right. Since you brought it up, I dug the halftime show, even though I didn't understand hardly a word of it. But like I said, the visual aspect of it was cool. The fact that he was doing stage dives and shit, that was fun. That trust ball, that was pretty cool, dude. And I like that he ended with, even though I'm not much of a religious person, that he ended with the only English phrase he said, "God bless America," and then listed off all the countries in America, which was pretty cool. It was like
territories, everything. So
it was kind of. It was a lot more unifying than I thought he was going to do.
Well, he let out like he's like, "You're going to hear the truth," and then that's what he does. I got a little respect for that, for not being, I guess, going down that, you know what I'm saying? Because that could have got some ugly. It could have got really ugly and nasty.
Dude, even Green Day at the beginning brought their show down. They left out a couple of their controversial lyrics.
I was listening, and I was like...
Oh, I was waiting, too. I was like...
Are they going to do it?
I know, man.
I don't blame them,
but, I mean... See, everybody at least was professional, so, I mean...
Yeah.
What can you say? We don't need to drive a spike or a wedge here. We don't care who you watched or why. It's cool. I still believe Mondays should be a fucking fall under the holiday and get that off.
That or move the Super Bowl to Saturday. I know it's traditionally Sunday, but what's it matter?
It doesn't, but man, it doesn't feel right to me.
That would be weird.
Yeah. I would accept it, but for that reason.
Oh, I'd accept it. Shit, man. I watched the game. I'm like, oh, it's 11 o'clock. Got to be up in 4 hours for work. It sucks. But it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Right.
Except for this year. About 8 minutes left in the fourth. I'm like, it's done.
I made it, but you knew it was over. I mean,
yeah.
And I won one square, on 3-0 at the beginning of the game.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. So. I was good either way, too. If New England would have kicked it, I had 3-3, 3-0 Seahawks.
36.
Yeah, so I was good. So, nice. It was all right. I mean, Saturday night we had Poker League, of course, and I didn't win, but I cemented my seat in the championship game, so that is just as good. And finally, a pair of aces didn't get cracked on an all-in and a call. Right. That was my weekend, folks.
All right. Well... We actually had Luke says next year they should get Deicide to play for the halftime bowl. So let's open that question. Let's open that question up. Colonel, who would you want to see play? Like realistically, who would you want to see play the Super Bowl halftime show?
Well, realistically, I'm out of it. I don't know what's popular anymore. General came down. She showed up just to watch the halftime show because she's a fan of Bad Bunny, and then she left. Now, who I think would be great, because I know they put on a great show, it'll never happen, and it stretches generations of pop music, Weird Al. I'm dead ass serious. You can't complain about Weird Al. Like, there should be no controversy with Weird Al, dude. Like,
that could work. That could work. I think some of his songs, I mean, he'd have to edit some of his songs because some of his songs aren't politically correct in this day.
Well, he couldn't do like Fat or anything, but
right.
He can still do Eat It. I mean, he can still get all the hits.
And I don't think he'd be able to do as many costume changes as he does in his real
No.
They
his
got
real
that-
shows.
That shit's down to a science, though, man.
Yeah, but you only have like 13 minutes. You know?
No redos.
Bad Bunny did one costume change, I think, and that was just like taking off a jacket, you know? So
I liked it when he handed the Grammy to the kid. That was pretty good. A good
Yeah,
symbolic moment.
and
you know?
I saw that was supposed to be like future him handing
Yeah.
it to past him.
I got
watching-
it.
Yeah, I thought that was cool too, dude.
I just glanced up and happened to be watching right at that moment, you know, and it was like, oh, you know, okay. I was like, well, that was
Yeah.
cool, you know. And the kid was a good actor. Looked like he was thinking, wow, do I get to keep this?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, I hope they told him beforehand that you don't get to keep this.
Hey,
Just hold
Run,
this for me.
Run, kid, run.
who would you want to see in a halftime show, FaZe?
That Weird Al suggested was really good.
I'll say
I'm not really sure. I mean, Rush, but they're not really. Maybe when Neil Peart was still around.
See, and believe me, I dig the strategy of the NFL and why they do what they do. Don't get me wrong, but everybody's fucking watching anyway, man. So-
Wait a minute. Would Rush? Wait a minute. Would Rush piss off as many people as Bad Bunny did because they're not American citizens?
Oh wow!
No.
Can you imagine the Who?
Ooh.
Yeah, well, we've had other Canadians. I think.
Well, you've had the Who. You've had the Rolling
Oh,
Stones.
I know,
You've
I
had
know.
Paul McCartney. I know what you're saying. I'm just
You've
saying.
had
when-
U2. You've had, yeah, tons.
I think Crank is saying just how silly of a notion the whole
Just
thing
the
is.
silly-
talent
yeah,
is
the
fucking
silly
talent, man.
Who's your pick, Ziggy?
Yeah, I'll say it, man, because let's face it, they're the biggest fucking rock band in the fucking world. Fucking
Think so-
Metallica, okay?
Yeah, I think
God
somebody
damn
else
it.
Metallica.
already said that.
What the
Yeah,
fuck, man? I
Metallica.
mean,
It was in the area. It was in San Francisco.
well,
Right.
that and I
But-
mean, they keep putting them outside fucking stadiums to play. They've done this several times, you know.
There it is. I don't know if this is the first one. Paula mentioned them too. That was probably going to be my pick.
Just to switch it up, man. You know, I mean, I dig it, but I mean, we've had a hip hop act in there the last 5 years now. Let's change it around. I'll take a country act for fuck's sake.
That's what sells, man. That's like you said. We all know what they do. Who they pick. It's fine.
It's aiming at everyone who's not watching. If we get them for that 13 minutes, maybe they'll stick around. You know,
That doesn't happen.
of course not. My son came down, watched Bad Bunny. Boop, he was out.
All right, let me look at some of the others here.
Corn.
Yeah, that was just getting to
wow.
that. Wait, where it is? Why is it not showing? There we go. Jeez. Tarek says corn. Luke says, God damn it, Luke. Enya.
Yes.
I mean,
And Tarek's got a good comment for that one. Enya would create the ultimate halftime show. Quote, the entire world napped through the second half. News at 11.
yep. Wow, man. You can't play that song. Only time. Yes. Dude, I used to have to run that one at the radio station back when I was on Light Rock 99.
Grizzly says the nerds from Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes.
I'll stick with Grizz, man. Oingo Boingo. Out of retirement. Put him out
Oh,
there.
nice. There you go.
How about Duran Duran?
Yep.
To go back to the 28 years later.
Men at Work.
How about some Maiden?
Iron fucking Maiden. Dude, that's
Can't get
brilliant.
behind Iron Maiden. It'd be fun, but that's limited.
It's only here is it limited. Worldwide, that's gonna get some. If they're looking for fucking eyes, that's how you do it.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
Only here, and they're huge here still.
Oh, man. I think that's all the comments I saw. Let me go back through and see who all's here. I think Joshua got the first comment again, so
Saw it, yeah.
bam!
Let's
In the
see
house.
here. I got you. Here's a bottle cap. It's slim pickings around here right now.
Too bad
Wow.
it's not the 90s. He could get buy one, get one free.
There's none of that good
Yeah,
stuff
maybe,
in there.
maybe there's a winner in there.
If it was, it's been picked out. It's gone. Cranberries.
Ooh, someone said cranberries?
Someone's got to tell him.
That might
Woo
be.
fish.
There's the woo fish.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood. What the fuck?
Oh, man. Okay, now you guys are just... I asked for realistic possibilities here. Come on now. Jeffrey's here. The twins are here. Paul is here, of course. Whole Damn Enchilada Pod coming to us live from WWE Raw.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Tarek, come on right here.
Tarek, of course. Luke. Sue's here. What's going on, Sue? Gory Tiger. What's up, Gory Tiger? And that may... Grizzly. That may be it. Just everybody's talking to themselves or to each other in the chat. So, Cannibal Corpse. No.
Audience.
Cannibal Corpse. No.
I mean, they were in a hit movie.
But that's...
I mean, you know.
I
was 'cause
can't,
Jim Carrey liked them.
I can't even come up with a sale to help that happen. You know what I mean? There's nothing there for that. You know.
Oh, man. So what else happened this week? Anything, guys?
Well, I guess I'll go first because it wasn't much. But speaking of bands that could play the halftime, this band couldn't, even though they're very popular. I took the Sarge and the General to see Ghost on Wednesday.
Nice.
I'll admit I missed the small venue days when it was theatric Satanism. Now it's theatric Satanism light. But the arena show was a hell of a lot better than it was the last time I seen them a few years ago. It was a pretty good show. The General got really into it. Sarge, I think she started getting tired towards the end. She was, I want to go. I'm like, they still got like 8 songs. You're stuck here.
Yep.
We didn't stand outside in 8-degree weather for an hour to get in this fucking building for us to leave early. No.
Yep.
And Yonder Pouches. That was a new experience for me. Phone-free experience. Oh, boy. Yeah, waiting for him to play. I was getting kind of bored. I was like, is it a fucking clock?
You got nothing. You need to take one of those little fidget spinners or something in with you.
Something, yeah. What about my Game Boy? Lighting in there would have sucked. It wouldn't have worked. But.
All right. Anybody else? Anybody?
Pretty slow week here.
A slow week. Like I said, just been also dealing with, mouth pain a lot on and off all fucking week. It sucks.
Yeah, that's not I've been working on another project behind the scenes that's taken up like all my freaking time. So I'm getting closer to figuring some stuff out though. So once that's done, then I'll be hopefully a little more hoo-ah and exciting. I did see a couple other movies this weekend. I saw the Strangers Chapter 3, which was probably the worst ending to a trilogy I've ever seen in my life.
God damn it! They didn't even get that right.
No, dude.
Mayhem. That's all. That was the word. Mayhem. Just go fucking batshit crazy. You might salvage this story.
Yeah,
Nope.
I like the germ of the idea that they started with the first one, but then they just completely lost it in 2 and 3. And I don't know where it got lost. I think, there we go. I think Ridley Scott should be done as a horror director at least. Last movie, or not Ridley Scott, excuse me, Rennie Harlan.
Rennie Harlan.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, right? He says right. But yeah, the last good movie Rennie Harlan made, I think, was The Long Kiss Goodnight back in like 1996. So he's been done for 30 years. So don't waste your time on The Strangers finale. Just rough. Then I got to see Whistle last night, which, man, I wanted to like this one too.
Oh no.
And it it's got something, but then it just goes completely off the rails. Like the characters, the writing, the dialogue is just completely fucked up. Like none of these teenage kids in this day and age talk like that. The ending was a completely, well, it was completely based on a stupid decision by one of the characters that made absolutely no sense. And then, yeah, just overall, I liked it. I liked what they were trying to do with it, but it was just not done well. So,
That dude's heavy.
I'll be honest. I'm excited. I'm still excited for that movie. But man, as soon as I seen Shudder, I'm like, uh-oh. I mean, it's not a bad thing if I'm watching on Shudder, but
Yeah.
in theater, that's when I'm like,
I don't know, because Hell House, man, I always got Hell House to knock down that argument. You just never know now.
well, and a couple other ones back in the day,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like the recent theatrical releases, including Hell House, they kind of left me wanting a little bit more. It's a Shudder movie. I'm like, okay, I could watch this at home. Like,
It'll probably be there in like 2 weeks.
Man, Colonel, you'll have to watch it and tell me what you think, because this was like a roller coaster experience, but because of the way the movie was made, like the decisions the creators made, not the characters. It was just like, oh, this is getting good. Oh, and then they do something just completely stupid that makes absolutely no sense, and then it's getting good. Oh no, just really weird. So, but I don't know. So hopefully we get to have a full, robust discussion about Dracula, which is what we're going to be reviewing tonight. But before we get to all that, take it away,
baby.
guys.
All right. Thank you to our final girls and guys. We got Christy, C-Phase, Luke, Beauty Mags, the Muffinator, Alex, and Tyrone.
You're going to have to read it, Colonel, because I'm way that far behind.
Crazy Rouse, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Grizzly Impala, More Crept Horror, Raymond, Allen, Twisted Twinning, and the whole damn Angel F.I.
Camp counselors Adam, Christy, Lou S. Michael, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Angie, Chuck Schick, Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, JJ, and Indy the
Chuck
Dog.
Schick! See, that's where I got my Chuck Schick, right there.
Wow.
That far behind.
All right. Let me.
That threw me off. I was trying to fix something for Sarge real quick.
Sorry, dude.
You're like, go for it.
I was like, I'm looking at the third fucking name, Got the first batch. Fuck, man.
All right. And if you want to become one of our members, head on over to deathcursesociety.com. Hit that membership tier. Use a silly name if you really want to, but, thank you, goddamn it. Thank you for supporting us.
Yes, thank you.
That's right.
You get it all, man. You get the stuff. When we have early content, you'll get it first. You get the shirts, privileges, titles, all of it.
Bottle
right.
caps.
Bottle caps. Good lord. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Where did Ziggy go?
Blip out.
There he is. What's wrong with you? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Thought my boy was about to take a piss, hike his leg up on my drum set over there. I had to take some action. I didn't like the way he was sniffing around.
Oh boy. Before we get into our our main review and our main topic, I do want to. There's a couple of things I want to just briefly say. I noticed our buddy Luke that's watching tonight. I saw a post from him a couple days ago, trying to build bridges with his family. Good for you, man. Mm-hmm. Always wish the best for all of our, DCS friends and family out there. the society as a whole. And I don't think she's watching. I haven't seen her name pop up or anything, but also want to send a shout out to Kiara, who seems to be going through some stuff. And like Ziggy said, we are here. If you ever need to talk, we're here. So reach out to any of us. And what the hell is that?
Okay, who's
Oh,
building?
I got an airplane. God damn it.
I was saying, who's having the flyover?
Yes, sweetheart, it sucks. It really does. It's no question. But again, you can weave a masterful network of tear against it, man, and run it yourself. And you're much better here than over there. So anytime.
Always gets better.
Yeah. The only thing more powerful than hate is love and Death Curse Society. So, there we go. Let's just leave it at that. What? I can co-op some bullshit if I need to.
It was beauties, man. But seriously, I mean, I haven't seen her around here a little bit, but I saw that, and it was just a few minutes after she posted it, and I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Rally. Rally.
Exactly. But anyway, you're not here to talk about that. You're here to listen to us drone on and on about Dracula. The actually a release from last year, I guess officially, but only released in the States, Friday. From formerly acclaimed director Luc Besson.
Acclaimed action thriller director. I'll say that. Now, when you say acclaimed horror director, you gotta have to chip that horror out of there for now. That's all.
I mean, yeah, I can't doubt you on that. But let's just get this controversial part out of the way right now, because Luc Besson, back in the day, mentioned or had some allegations against him for sexual abuse and even some minors involved. I'm not going to get into all the details of it.
The grooming shit and
bastard.
all that. So
Yeah. But we were talking about this I was talking about this the other day with somebody, and are we at the point yet where we can separate the art from the artist? I mean, I do. I'll be honest, I still like a couple of Kevin Spacey movies.
I like some Kevin Spacey performances. I like Michael Jackson music, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I guess I do.
Right. Colonel, what about you?
Yeah, even though sometimes it's harder than others. So I would say, some sins are unforgivable.
Sure.
And that his are not forgivable. But, I mean, especially being in what we do, we review entertainment.
Right.
It's kind of our job. You have to separate the art from the artist at times.
But, I mean, I don't know if anything was ever proven against him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Nothing, he's out there making movies. You know what I mean? This is 30 years later now, so clearly everything's been settled. That doesn't make it right.
Right.
But as far as the law sees it, it is, and he's back doing what he used to do.
FaZe, what about you? I know you got a, can't say you have a heart on for this guy. That would be weird. But
well, after learning that, I'm just like, God damn it! Like, there were other movies we could have watched, but it's whatever. I mean, we pushed Whistle away to watch this, and now I'm kind of wishing we hadn't. But it's separating the artist and the art or whatever is kind of important these days. I mean, especially in our shoes.
Look, I'll say this: out of the 3 movies that came out this weekend, this is the best one.
Wow.
So,
I wasn't sure. Whistle, I like the way they set all that up and everything. The poster's brilliant. That kind of shit makes it intriguing. But I figured it was fucking Dracula, man. Of course we gotta talk about this. This is one of the big fucking 4 of the original OG guys.
Yeah. Okay. So, here we go. Separate.
Here we go.
immediately separating.
We're just looking at the directing work of Mr. Besson.
Yeah. Now, all right, let's get into the. I need the slideshow, don't I? Dang it. Oh. I'm in the wrong thing. Darn I.
Well, what are you trying to do?
I got to get the chapters up.
Oh, here. There
I
we
got
go.
them now. Yep. All right. So, Dracula from Luc Besson, anticipation and marketing. I'll start with this one. You know, I like some of Luc Besson's work. I love The Professional.
Oh,
I love his La Femme Nikita.
yeah.
There's a couple others that are good as well.
I love The Fifth Element too as a guilty pleasure, man. You know.
Yeah. It's been years since I've seen The Fifth Element. I need to go back and watch that one again. That one, I wasn't as enamored with that one when it was released. I think I found it a little bit too silly. For
Silly. Interesting you would mention that word before we start talking about this film.
what I was. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, I like some of his previous work. I was interested in seeing a different take on this one. I do love Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's one of my top 10, top 20s, probably. And definitely my favorite Dracula adaptation. So, I was interested but wary of what we were going to get from this. And the marketing almost made it sound like this was going to include a lot more early parts of the book. And it really didn't. So, Ziggy, continue.
Yes. I really, really, really thought that this would be a completely original take on this material. And there are some variances, but it is essentially Coppola's movie, man. It kind of runs the same kind of chapters, though. I mean, pacing it out. Yes, you get an extra 10 minutes of him going to war. Maybe that's about it, you know. But at that point, I dug it. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, this is the kind of love where nothing else matters, and you know what I mean? They can't stop looking at each other, and he's getting his uniform on, his armor and shit, and he's got to keep breaking away from his handlers to go and kiss her again. And I get it, you know, and it's cool because that's what at the thread of this whole fucking thing is. This is a love story. We know this. Dracula always was.
Well, and taking that note, going back to, you know, the allegations and the issues that Besson faced in the past, you would think he wouldn't make the horniest Dracula movie of all time, besides maybe some, you know, Hammer movie from back in the day.
I think he is who he is, and I just can't help himself, man. That's who he is. He's a frisky dude.
I
don't know.
I guess. FaZe, what about you?
Yeah.
Hope this airplane fucks off long enough. I mean, I'm kind of on your boat, Frank, where I love Bram Stoker's the movie adaptation. I forgot the director's name already, but I love that one. That probably is my favorite Dracula interpretation as well, unless you count The Voyage of the Demeter, probably. But that was really good too. But
see, now that was the chapter of that, you know, that they did. And they made that whole thing. That something like that in this would have been cool too. Proceed.
Right. But yeah, just, you know, thinking that, and I didn't really know much about Luc Besson at the time, so I would have been bothered by that the whole time if I had, but, you know, it's fine. But, you know, I was into it. I didn't like the 2 hours, but I had a feeling that maybe it could pull a Nosferatu and make it worth it. I don't know.
I got to jump in for a minute because I went to see this. I went to see Dracula with my friend Ariel, and afterwards she said something along the lines of like, I don't know how the rest of the guys are gonna like this movie, especially Faze. And I said, "Oh, I guarantee you, I'm going to get a message from Faze complaining about like how long this movie is before he goes in." And sure enough,
Yep.
you sent a message like, "Over 2 hours? Fuck, going in now. It better be good." So I had to screenshot that and send to her and be like,
Yeah.
"Told you."
Oh my god. There was one thing that pissed me off, but I'll do that in the next topic.
All right. Colonel, what about you? Anticipation marketing.
I mean, if you guys remember, we previewed 2026. This is one of my most anticipated. You guys, I'm a sucker for the classic monsters. I wanted to be there. And I'll be honest though, the trailers wasn't really helping this movie with me. The more I've seen them, because like you guys, I love Francis Ford Coppola's fucking Bram Stoker's Dracula. I think that's the best Dracula movie fucking ever made.
It's the most faithful for sure.
Yeah, and it's just well acted, minus Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, a couple points. But you know, I was excited to see this. Like you guys said, I'm a huge fan of The Professional. It was like Fifth Element. I'm like, all right, I'm familiar enough with his work. I kind of know what to expect visually to see. Kind of like you guys said, the horniness didn't help, especially with the general sitting next to me. That was awkward at the beginning of the movie. I'm like, but
You almost turned into George McFly. "Hey, you, get your damn hands off her."
I'll be honest. I mean, we both came in agreement. I was like, man, this is a little fucking cringy, bro. Like, but yeah, I was looking forward to it though.
Yeah, and you're the only one that even mentioned any of the marketing. The poster is pretty basic and kind of a throwback to, you know, old school 30s, movies, and very simple. The trailer left a lot of what we end up getting in the movie out, which I appreciate, but almost, like I said, almost led me to believe that it was going to be less focused on the real the extended love story and more focused on like the early years before Vlad was Dracula. But all right, then we move into initial thoughts, and I'll just stay on you, Colonel. Go.
All right. Well, before I get to my initial thoughts at the end of the movie, give you guys this little story. So we're watching the movie. There's maybe like 10 people in there. The next thing you know, you see like a group of 5 broccoli heads come walking in. Teenagers, with the broccoli hair. And of course, my row's empty. Besides me and General, we're kind of sitting towards the edge because that's where she likes to sit. So of course they're gonna sit there. They walk by. One of them asked me, "What movie is this?" Being the smart ass I am, I was like, "Well, if you bought a ticket, dude, you probably know what movie it is." Like, I wasn't going to rat them out, but I was calling them on their bullshit. I know you just snuck in here. Just shut the fuck up, and we're all good.
Yeah.
Well, luckily they left, and then came back 2 or 3 more times and decided this movie, they just weren't interested in it and stayed away. But the end of the movie, man, I'll be honest, there are some parts I liked, some parts I didn't. I didn't hate this movie, but I wouldn't say I liked it either. Again, there were some eye roll moments for me when we talk about the actual movie. I'll fill in those blanks. What was funny to me, the general
I know
first
one.
thing
I know one.
I know you know one. It was funny though because one of the first things the general said, she's like, "I thought Dracula was supposed to be handsome."
Well, in the 1400s, maybe he was.
I was like, "Hey, these are
God.
just 2 13-year-olds in love, man. Just don't worry about it," because they're making fun of the times. Well, I said the age. Yeah, like I said, I was just indifferent. I didn't feel like it was a waste of money, but man, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, I guess.
Wow. Okay. Phase. We'll just go backwards.
Yeah, I mean, there were ups and downs for sure. I mean, my mom right next to me hated the ending so much, and that was kind of funny. But other than that,
I know which part. I know which part.
yeah, right. But just it was okay. And me hating 2 hour long movie, it's like, yeah, I kind of wish it was a little shorter, but I'm not really sure what I would cut. It's just kind of one of those slow rolling movies. I don't know. But other than that, I mean, one of my silly bitches in this movie is it's a Dracula movie. Where are the bats? Where are the fucking bats? Why were there no bats in a 2 hour long Dracula movie? Like, that just makes no fucking sense to me.
They subbed them out for something else.
Yeah, something I know Colonel hated.
Oh,
You are your mother's
That's
son.
one of my nitpicks. Yes.
oh.
I saw the instant I saw them. I'm just like, yeah,
We're in
that's gonna be
Saponico.
Colonel's bitch right there. That's oh man,
I deducted a point at that point.
they are bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
And for you to throw that in, we'll get to it, guys. We'll get to it, I promise. But to throw that in, like that's not. I don't think that's in the books. I don't remember it being in the book.
Dude, I haven't read the book since I was like 15.
Oh,
right. There might be like a mention of something, but not that often. Or
Things in the darkness, in the shadows. Remember how good the shadows were in Coppola's? That's
Sure.
what they say and stuff. So
okay. Well, Ziggy, go ahead, continue, or you jump in on the initial thoughts.
yeah, man. I found myself in constant comparison with Coppola the whole time. I mean, just look up. This hallway would have been doused in cobwebs and all kinds of architecture on it, and Ben's, this other house, the castle and everything, and his. This one's okay. It's not shot as epically, I mean, you don't need to see this on a big CinemaScope screen. There's no fucking reason. I'm shocked. This guy usually has the huge eye for this. Well, oh yeah, there's a couple of good ones, like when they're up on the hill during the war.
Oh yeah,
That was sick. That was good. That was out right then. I was going, oh dude, this is gonna be great. I was like, yeah, and then so I just went right over that hill after that, dude. It gets very silly is the right word. I mean, it's a different approach in the way they do the things, but man,
it does get silly.
there's no horror to this Dracula, man. He is just a man in love and just needs to eat it once in a while,
Well, to be clear and to be fair to the movie, the subtitle of this movie is a love story.
Yes.
It's not just
Yes.
Dracula. It's Dracula, a love story.
It's the same fucking tale.
But
It's the one you know.
initial thoughts for me were I definitely saw some similarities to Coppola's version, and even one point I had to stay for the credits just to look at the music, and I meant to look this up. There was a piece of music lifted straight out of Coppola's. I don't know if anybody caught that, and I think it was a Chopin work. But it felt like it was anyway. I didn't get to confirm this, but I did look at the end of the credits and I was like, it had to be that piece. That had to be that Chopin work. But I did see some similarities that I was able to kind of overlook a little bit more than I guess Ziggy was, because I did think Besson made this his own. With all the warts and all the plot holes in it, he made it his own. Now, is that a good thing? That's subjective. So, I didn't hate this.
No.
I didn't especially love it, but
Have I come off like I hate this?
A little bit.
I didn't hate it. I'm more in the Colonel's department of I really thought they were going to do something cool with this, and they just really didn't. Like, as far as the Dracula stuff you would kind of want to see from a Luc Besson. That's where I'm at,
That's kind of what I was thinking. I wanted to see a bloodier battle
Did you think the blood was a little light, boys, in this for a Dracula movie?
Easily.
Well, yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Easily. Okay, so would it be safe to say this movie definitely left us wanting more? Colonel?
Oh, most definitely.
Phase?
Hey.
Phase is so stoned.
I am pretty darn stoned. I didn't exactly catch the question though.
I just said, did this movie leave you wanting more?
Oh,
Because that
was
response you just
shorter,
gave left me
whatever.
wanting more.
like there would be a lot to change to make it the more that I would want it to be though. So it's I don't know, and it'd be too complicated and just I kind of just want to be done with this thing now that I know what Luc Besson is like, and it's just like I don't care for it to get any better.
I'll tell you what. We should have, like you said, we should have spent 30 to 40 minutes as Vlad the Impaler in battle, because we haven't had a good epic battle like that in a while. That was okay, but that shit needed the Braveheart touch.
It needed something
yeah.
else.
Or the Patriot touch, with cannonballs ripping limbs off of people and heads and shit. A lot of that, and then let's visit him during that 400-year leap a couple of times. Can't we? In the search?
But I kind of liked how they advanced it 400 years.
But we get the Demeter story, though, then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
it's so
Maybe
weird.
that's why. Maybe that's why.
And it's so weird. Like 90% of like all the Dracula adaptations completely skip that chapter, and it's a fascinating chapter.
Great.
But I don't get that. Uh-oh.
Here's something for me. This is just my nerd side coming out. So I did appreciate that we got a little more of the battle than we did in Francis Ford Coppola's. The armor was cool in Francis Ford Coppola's. The armor was cool in this one, but it kind of reminded me of Daedric armor from Elder Scrolls. And his helmet was just not functional, dude. I'm telling you, he couldn't see shit. You're going to wear that in battle? You're a fucking dead man. Like, it's not functional. It looks badass, but there's no functionality to it. Like,
Well, and you're
he's looking through the
tunnel-visioned.
nostrils.
Yeah, you're tunnel visioned, absolutely. So,
Dude, I'm telling you, Django Unchained, I can't see a damn thing out of this. That's what I thought.
And how come there's never any mention of the alchemy or the magic and stuff like that? You know what I mean? The symptoms of being a vampire.
yeah, they kind of glossed over a lot of that. So,
I thought, you know what I mean? That's shit. You watch The Fifth Element, you get shit explained down to the molecule, man. So I figured, I don't know. I just thought there would be a whole lot more to it. I mean, it's a decent watch, and you'll chuckle more than anything at the things that he does, but it's silly at times, man. It's just silly. Just
Yeah.
not what I
It's like-
expected.
okay, so we've got the theme from Ziggy is just going to be silly all the way
Silly.
through.
Yeah.
So,
Or whatever the shit was. We'll get to that.
are you going to dance?
Well, I dig the period dancing, and that's all fine, but maybe the synchronization.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, it was cringe, man.
We'll get there.
Hey, Besson is no Fosse, okay? Hey, but before we move on, I want to give a shout out to Iceman watching tonight. What's up, Iceman? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. And then we had a new viewer that popped in. I don't know if they're still here. From Pinckney, Michigan, up in your neck of the woods there, Ziggy.
That's Bear Wolf
Jr. Happy
think I know
fucking
everybody.
Monday.
Welcome. God damn it, welcome.
And I like his Klaatu kind of
What's
or
that?
Cthulhu looking, Cthulhu looking.
Or is that the
profile.
Chupacabra or whatever the fuck that thing is?
I don't know. All right. And Tarek also mentioned
Yeah, I saw that
that
one too.
the Chopin is actually a nod to the 1930s Dracula's daughter. She plays the piece on piano. Okay, interesting. Well, it was you. It was. It sounded like the same piece that was probably in that, and it sounded like the same piece that was played in 1992's version too. So,
That's the
and
Easter egg. Yeah.
it stuck out so much to me because like when I'm writing, I listen to soundtracks, normally Friday the 13th soundtracks, stuff like that, and Bram Stoker's Dracula soundtrack is one that is in my playlist, and so I probably hear that quite a bit, and then when it came on in this movie, I was like, I felt like Leo, ooh, 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 yeah. All right. There we go. And there's Strangelove. What's up, man? Welcome to the show. Wondered where you were at the beginning.
Look, he gave us the good evening.
Goody. And he actually included bats. I don't know if they'll show up on here. Yeah. There's your bats there.
Hey, there we go. Thank you.
A couple of bats might have helped. A hair or two.
Would have made it feel more like a Dracula film. I don't know.
It's Cthulhu.
Yeah. Yeah. Cthulhu. All right. Next. Moving on to, and I don't even think we need to go through an act breakdown because
You know it. We can just talk about the specifics that.
Well, go ahead and talk about the battle scene. That I love that scene after or right before the battle where they have the orange sky and the hill and they just all come up. That honestly, I'm going to call it right now. That was probably my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah.
Just because that was an epic scene or moment.
It's your typical. They sweep the battlefield and it's. I almost said Mongolians. They're Muslim. Muslims, and
the Ottomans.
Ottomans. Yes.
There you go.
But it's Catholic Muslim, Colonel. I mean that's it.
Yeah, I mean you weren't wrong. I'm just saying it's the Ottoman Empire.
Right, the Ottoman. The Ottoman Empire, Sire Empire sitting down. Was that who said that? Seinfeld? Whatever. Anyways, they do this whole battle, and it's at first it looks like okay, they're gonna go Lord of the Rings with this. We're gonna be kind of flying through a CGI battle and stuff, but they sweep by. You can see some action, but there's no
No carnage.
Yeah, there's no gore. There's no guts flying. There's no eyeballs getting poked out. Like I said, Braveheart, Patriot, that kind of stuff. Shit, even there's beheadings galore in Lord of the Rings. When you get to the Return of the King and stuff. So, but I think we end up getting one here in this one at some point. But then but what was cool is the setup. He just says, all right, the priest is blessing them before they go to the big battle. And he said, look, this is going to be like, 14,000 dead. Are you sure this is what God wants? I mean, and, he's like, oh, yes, we must. He's like, okay, then. And he makes, he wants the priest to get a promise to God. If I do this, make sure my wife is safe. And
Spare my wife
at any cost. And I will do what he says, and never, ever look back. And, the priest's kind of like, of course, I'll pray for you. And he's like, don't pray.
No,
tell him.
You tell him. Yeah.
So that was cool. I mean, because this guy's got some balls, and then, of course, he's Vlad the fucking Impaler, so he's fine. He gets out. But then, they do catch his wife. And I thought that was a pretty wild shot, too, when running across the lake. What? What we got?
BK.
Oh.
I don't know if I can put it up.
Yeah,
that might be I mean, we all know what he's referencing.
Go into the comments, folks, if you need to know.
It's a South Park reference if you don't get it.
But yes, she's getting away, and all her henchmen kind of sacrifice themselves to get her away. But all across this frozen lake are bear traps in the snow.
I thought that was kind of a cool idea.
Dude, that was cool. It looked so good, and then of course,
Especially that overhead shot where
like,
it's going over the snow and you can see them just barely.
but it's getting
all
it's
around.
getting their horses too. A couple of them
Right.
go down because of that shit, and then he gets word, Dracula, that hey, they're running her down, and he takes off, fresh out of battle, and he goes riding, which is crazy. I don't know how close they were to that exact area. I guess it's feasible since
They both left the castle.
they
around
left
the
the
same
castle,
time.
right, went different directions.
Yeah.
But he catches up, and he's just like easily dispatching these, Ottomans. I almost did the South Park thing.
Please don't.
I'm not. I almost did though.
Filter.
The filter hit. The radio
Fosse.
filter
Filter. Fosse.
But in this, do we? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. So Dracula, he's got one. There's one there. He's just about to get to his wife because she has stepped into the bear trap too, and he throws the sword, man, and kills the guy, but the blade goes all the way through and gets her too.
Yeah.
So different from Coppola, because Coppola, and honestly, the Coppola thing is a different kind of grief and rage for the suicide, and then the fucking priest telling him, well, under the laws of God, she killed herself, so she goes to hell. That's what you're going to say to this man after he just did all this stuff? Kind of says the same thing, I did everything you asked. Gary Oldman. He's Dracula.
Yes.
But, yes, so that's how he gets to his point there where he's like, what the fuck is going on, and questioning everything, and then goes right back to that priest and says, tell him to get her back to me. So he's gone.
Yeah.
And then ends up, he goes, I'll send you give him this message for me, and then he kills this priest, and it kind of starts from there. But he kind of in Coppola's, he kind of starts his right there. It was like that thing was bleeding, the altar and everything. So,
well, in this one they had the crying
tears,
Jesus.
the tears, yeah. So I mean, and I think that went to the book too. So no, they don't really talk about it. Like they go back. There's actually like bad other chapters. It looks like maybe he was fleshing out Stroker when he wrote this. Stroker wrote this book. And they've released them since. You can read them, and it kind of fills out some of these stories. But I don't know. I thought that was powerful when he was showing the pain good. I thought that was a good depiction of that, recreating that scene.
I think this guy's a good actor.
Yeah.
Colonel, jump in here on your thoughts on Act 1.
Shit, I'm trying to remember how it goes after the battle. I will admit, dude's a good actor for an ugly son of a bitch, according to my daughter. I just thought that was so funny, dude. Because she's not necessarily wrong. To each their own, though. Like I said, the killing the priest thing. Yes. Fuck, you guys are going to have to help me because I could piece it together, but it jumped around so fucking much. Trying to have a hard time remembering where we go after that. Because I know we don't fast forward to 400 years later with.
Well, I mean, it kind of shows him
attempting suicide, diving out the window.
That's later.
Yeah, so it's just how he discovers he's immortal, which
But
that
I
was
mean,
kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Going around the world and learning things around the world and stuff like that.
No, he learned a certain fucking thing.
Go ahead. Is this an Act 1?
I think it's more Act.
Yeah, let's wait.
Right
beginning
there.
of Act 2. I'll just say Act 1. Like I said, they did a good job of at least getting your attention, kind of giving you a little bit of the story. Like I said, the battle scene that everybody likes, that was the best shot in the movie for me. He did do a good job portraying grief, but I thought he did a better job of portraying just pure love later in the movie. Get to that. When we get to it in Act 2, I just wish the constant suicide jumping was a better way. There's a better way to explain how he found out he was immortal when he couldn't die. I just, like I said, it was funny to me after a while. He's like, "Hi, I'm Vlad Dracula. You're watching Jackass." That's what it felt like after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Good Lord.
it
That's
was
great.
lighthearted, you know what I mean? But they could have did so much more with that, you know? There could have been just drowning, jumping into the ocean or something. He could have been jumping off of that, burning himself up. Doesn't work. But,
I mean, something. I mean, besides committing suicide, him apparently just falling asleep on top of her grave overnight in a snowstorm too. It's like, I'm sure there was something symbolic about that, but at the same time, I was just like, come on, man.
Yeah. How about you, Faye? Is any additional thoughts on Act One?
Not really. I mean, I kind of enjoyed like the periodness of it. It be, what was it, the 1400s? I don't really remember, but just I thought that was kind of neat. I mean, the sex at the beginning was kind of funny when it got a little gross with the food, but I don't know. It was semi enjoyable. All the people rushing into the prince's house and putting all this armor on him and shit. It's just like that was kind of a fun, busy ass scene because there's just so much going on.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The fight was cool, but yeah, it definitely needed a little more. Like Ziggy said.
carnage.
Yeah.
More carnage.
But yeah, I mean, might be my favorite act of the film. I don't know.
Well, let's move on into Act Two then. So.
I mean, I will highlight that from that battle, dude. Like when they're down the hill, the whole Ottoman, rest of them, and here comes Dracula up over the hill, and they're just like, uh-oh, and then he's got a head on a pike, sticks it in the ground, and they're horrified by that, and then the rest of his army's behind him. All of them have fucking heads on pikes.
That was my favorite part, man.
We're
right there.
fucked kind of moment,
Yeah, because the opponent just turns around and goes back into his little like warrior shack or whatever.
Yeah,
He's like,
oh,
nope.
shit. Yep, these guys are serious.
Yeah. Colonel, you want to start with Act Two? Since I know that's the beginning of your favorite part of the whole movie.
Okay. So, we find out what Dracula's been focusing on for maybe not the entire 400 years, but a good chunk of it. Now, I did appreciate the costumes. It shows him traveling the world throughout time, smelling all these different flowers from around the world. You know what I like about Dracula? Especially in like the original. It's got that mind control, man. He just stares at you. And you go into, no, not this Dracula. He created the first bottle of Sex Panther cologne 60% of the time. It works every time, but this shit worked every fucking time. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Really? Fucking cologne. That's how he controls people. Yeah, womp, 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 indeed. Again, I don't know if it's in the book. I can't remember. It's been fucking forever. That was so...
This was the first, 14, or 16th century commercial for Axe body spray.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. And then you get the choreographed fucking dance scene throughout time. Everybody's doing the same dance. I did not need a choreographed dance scene in my fucking Dracula movie. This isn't a fucking Disney movie, dude. Get that shit out of here.
Not a Broadway play either.
Fussy. The one thing I did like about that is that it jumped ahead several hundred years with that.
During that montage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but
So
it was
I
fucking
did
ridiculous.
appreciate that.
Fucking ridiculous. And
it doesn't work.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
What's so scary about a fucking cologne? I know they said perfume.
It's a love
whatever.
Colonel.
I know it's a love story, but I don't need fucking magical perfumes.
And this was
making all these women fall in love with him. I
Yes.
prefer the mind control, man.
This is how he would find, because he knows his wife will be reborn and reincarnated at some point, which, you know, his own mental defect. But then again, I don't know the way this one fucking plays out. I don't really know what's going on.
Tarek says, Axe Impaler, 3-in-1 body wash.
No, yes.
All right, jump in, Ziggy. Continue with Act 2.
Yep, with the burned Ottoman hair smell added to it. For God's sakes. Where are we at?
You're still in Act 2.
Wherever you want to be, man.
Yeah, somewhere,
Yes, he
somewhere
learned-
after the cologne stuff.
I mean, and this is how he picks up his knowledge and his. I'm assuming his alchemy as well. But they don't really say, but he's just getting this perfume together. He knows it's the alluring scent, and he tests it out, and it works. And then we go into this whole 300-year, 400-year montage of him doing the perfume to a whole group of women and men. There's some men out there too going woo woo. They can't resist either. And it's just, yeah. I you know what I mean? You could a little bit of that was fine, you know. I mean, during your journey, but then there was just a lot in between the Dracula-ness.
Yeah. I could agree with that. Hold on. This is getting...
Oh, that's fucking
It's-
champion right there, dude.
It's getting weird in here.
Yeah.
BK says, Polo worked like that in the late 80s.
And then the next one.
Yep, and Luke says, I prefer Dracar Noir.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, yes.
I'm gonna go one more. Cool Water for the win, baby. There we
Cool
go.
water.
Yeah, you guys remember that one?
Yes.
I had the Dracar. I skipped the Polo. But the Dracar got me.
Good Lord. Well, part of Act 2 that I liked was the introduction of the priest. Let's bring him in, played by Christoph Waltz. Probably the best character in the movie.
Yeah, but underutilized.
Yes. But I enjoyed the hell out of his performance in this, even though it was slightly, like you said, underutilized. But you know, I assume this is supposed to take the place of like the Van Helsing character.
Exactly.
Yes.
But he's never really given a name. He's just, you know, father. You know, he's just the priest, and he's a Vatican priest that goes around and helps out and
He's
searches
credited
for
as
vampires.
yeah, he's credited as the priest.
Yeah. So.
Well,
Oh.
and
Uh-oh.
and this was one of my things that
She might be right. Oh, nope. Hold on. I saw movement.
I think he's rolling a joint.
Wake up, face. I didn't realize you were talking about me. I'm listening. I am kind of
Let's let
here,
him go.
but not here. I'm tired.
I'll hit him with the air horn next time.
Yesterday
oh, God,
was
no,
fucking,
you won't.
Yesterday was fucking nuts, and I'm still
Oh,
Still
pizza.
wait-
Yeah.
Rick-
still wiped
Recovering.
out. By the way, happy World Pizza Day, Ziggy.
Is that today?
Yeah.
really.
Every day's World Pizza Day for Ziggy. Come on,
Exactly.
man.
And you get a double shot because it's the 47th anniversary of the Warriors too.
Oh wow, there you go.
BK, we will clink 3 beer bottles together in honor before midnight.
But that means you have to drink 3 beer bottles, or I guess BK can drink 6.
He can drink all 6. I can
Since
use
you
Mountain
don't
Dew
drink
bottle,
beer.
you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do-do, do-do,
Clunk,
do-do,
clunk,
do-do,
clunk,
do-do, do-do.
Yeah.
Not the same.
Not the same effect at all. But yeah, I like the priest. I like the way he was introduced. I thought, and I mean, Christoph Waltz is just one of those guys. He's a scene stealer. So
Yes.
And he has moments, but it feels like he held back purposely just to, you know, not steal it.
I
Or
don't
maybe
know.
the-
I just he
I
still
think
stole
he
the
was-
scenes. I thought.
yeah, I think
Even when
was
he
still
wasn't-
on.
Oh, his
He wasn't-
timing, man, is the sickest.
I mean, I still say I don't think he was at his best, But and even not at his best, he's one of the best. Like
his scenes were most of the comedy too. I noticed. You know what I mean? He's like, they're trying to prove this woman was a vampire at one point, and he's like, you know, they're obvious. The chick has fangs, and they hit her with the sunlight. He's like, well, there's all the proof you need. You know, it's just the way he says it, all matter of factly and calm. You know, the dude's like fucking freaked out and shit, like, what the fuck?
well, what I thought was funny, they're like, okay, the sunlight doesn't hurt him. It's just direct rays of sunlight. If you're outside, it's a direct ray of fucking sunlight. Like, what the fuck? What's the difference?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that make sense.
Yeah. So, and we're also introduced to, well, we're reintroduced to Mina's character, Elisabetta, that comes back, and I thought she was pretty good in this role. You know, for what it was, and it seems like Dracula has, you know, Cologne inspired, enslaved a bunch of basically minions that he sends out all over the
fucking
world.
harem.
Yeah.
And
not only
sends
that,
out all these sends out all these people to go and search for Elisabetta, and one finds her, befriends her, and then, you know, paging Dracula, paging Count Dracula, please come to the stage. You know,
You better hurry. She's about to get married, though, bro.
make it quick. It was kind of a lackluster act 2, honestly, but I still enjoyed it.
I was just,
What'd you guys think about the escape scene? Did anybody else have problems with this? I know we mentioned that there's a part you guys know I'm going to hate.
Well, go ahead, just jump in, start talking about it.
So we all know there's an escape scene. Every fucking Dracula movie, of course, there has to be. So instead of like the wives on guard duty, it's a bunch of fucking gargoyles, poorly animated at that.
Colonel.
Very poorly.
Is that for me or the gargoyles?
For the gargoyles.
I would hope so, motherfucker. I'm just joking.
Lack of bats.
So lack of bats. At least one of them had fucking wings, I guess. Even though he didn't fly.
It's like
okay,
I'm supposed to
believe they're. Yeah, like I'm supposed to believe. Okay, it's made out of concrete. It can't fly. The wings aren't working. They're fucking gargoyles. What's it matter? Let the motherfucker fly at this point. So he's making his escape. You know, he took the bed sheet. And he's climbing down the side of the fucking castle. And you guys know medieval castles. A lot of people calling them windows. They're not windows.
They're Jonathan
arches.
Harker, by the way.
Jonathan Harker, right?
This dude was fucking awful. He don't deserve the name of fucking Jonathan. All right, this guy was probably one of the worst in the movie.
I didn't like him either.
So he's trying to make his escape. I have people online saying they're windows. They're not necessarily windows. They're archery slots. Anybody knows about castles? On the protection, you had these slots for the archers to shoot, and nothing can go back in. Well, these fucking gargoyles are climbing down these fucking archery slots trying to grab this son of a bitch. He's only maybe like a third down the castle, falls, survives the fucking fall. And then next thing you know, the gargoyles chase him out on the frozen fucking river or whatever. And the first one steps on the river to get him, falls through. Again, why are we making sense of fucking living gargoyles? Oh, they're made out of stone. He's going to sink. But it doesn't matter. They're fucking living. At this point, just drop any sense of fucking reality.
Why would you not just have them like with a realistic monster look and fuck that whole stone thing, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's what he's saying. Yeah.
It's a bad choice.
It looked awful. And I didn't need the comedy of the one fucking sinking and him just walking away. It's like, at this point, you might just have him fall into the fucking river.
It became
like every other goddamn Dracula story.
Gremlins 2,
float
man.
the fuck away. Yeah.
Not
My God. Act 2 was just fucking... The only part of Act 2 I enjoyed was when Dracula finally meets her. And he doesn't use his cologne. He just went straight game on her. But that's me making the joke. But the scene of him following her around the carnival and the whole day, the look on his face. I'll be honest. I thought this dude captured fucking love, the pure look of love, perfectly in this entire scene.
Mm-hmm. I could agree with that.
I'm bitching at Act 2, but that saved it.
All right.
So you have to acknowledge reincarnation then if you follow this movie and want to,
Well, yeah.
No, you've always had to. It's
Yeah.
so silly though, man.
But it was
Because
like a 500-year-old book, dude.
oh, but man, it wasn't
All right.
really even in the last one though. It was with Winona Ryder. Wasn't
Yeah.
that? And
no,
go ahead.
It's about not necessarily about Winona Ryder. It's about Lucy. I will admit, I was so happy there was no bestiality scene in this movie. I did not need that. Like Coppola one, you had the fucking bestiality scene. And that's why
That's
I still
hot,
haven't
though.
shown that to my kids. I still don't show it to the general, man. I'm like, that one scene. The way she was
forward.
looking at me for this one.
Fast forward, dude.
I don't fast forward. No. I wore out too many VHS tapes, man. I learned my lesson. I know they don't fuck up anymore, but still.
There's something there. There's a shirt there or something. I don't fast forward. Let me think on that for a while. All right.
FaZe, what about you? Thoughts on Act 2?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely where the cracks started to kind of show, and some of the ugly gargoyle aspects started to come out for sure. But I mean, I don't know. It's a slow movie, and I don't remember every bit. Like, this is one I kind of need to rewatch just because I barely remember it 2 days after watching it. Though it's also partially because I just watched another movie today, but so that's kind of scrunching up my memory. But I don't know. I didn't dislike anything too much. I mean, the gargoyles made me laugh because of Colonel, even if they were shit. I don't know. I was going with the flow with this one.
All right. Ziggy, anything else to add on to?
It's just so on the nose. I mean, they give it right to you. She just goes, and she's talking to the priest. I just can't help feeling like I just don't belong here, and it's like,
Yeah, she even mentions like I was born in the wrong time.
yeah,
Kinda
you know.
shit.
So I mean, I don't know. There's nothing really else to add on the two. I mean, you laugh more than anything. I mean, and if
Well, and I think there were some comedy elements that he added into this.
Yes.
For on purpose. So.
I mean, that's this
But them
thing.
gargoyles were not.
No, it was a bad move for this material.
That was a bad choice. I'll agree. All right, let's move on to Act 3 then. Colonel, you want to start with this one or Ziggy?
Let's Ziggy take it.
Yeah, you started.
I started
last.
Act 2.
Yeah, Ziggy,
So
kick
Act
off Act
3,
3 and let's wrap this up.
yep, he's like, he's, as they said before, he follows them all over a carnival. The two girls are, and she's already been turned, but now that he's busted her out, Dracula shows up, in Paris and busts her out and everything, and now she comes running back to her husband. And but he's got the time with her now, and and every time he touches her and tries to do something or makes a contact with her, she gets little flashes of 400 years ago, and she starts to believe that she in fact may be Elizabeth. Is that how they say it? Elizabeth.
Elizabetha.
Beta, yeah. And so yes, and then pretty quickly she's all up in his business.
Yeah, it didn't seem to take long.
No.
That cologne
one
does work
night.
60% of the time.
Hey, he helped her win that stuffed animal at the shooting game, dude. That's all it took.
60% of the time, but
Bad
there's
joke.
only a 10% chance of that.
Sure.
All right. Act 3, FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, again, I was going through the flow through the beginning of it. I mean, the ending started to become predictable, but I didn't really want it to happen. I'm like, oh, is this where they're going with this? Like, we'll see. Let's see where this goes. And
Well, fuck, that ending was pretty much Nosferatu. I mean, that's it. It's the same thing,
yeah, I guess. I mean, there's still some goof in there, some goofiness that Ziggy was complaining about. Just especially like the final fight was very fucking silly. It's
Well,
just,
oh yeah, they got her in his tower, and the army's there and starts blasting the castle with cannonballs.
right. And then they get into this big fight with the gargoyles, and it's funny as hell because it looks stupid as hell.
He just says it's like it goes to minions, dude. It goes to the fucking minions. He's like, I need more time, and they're all blah, 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 blah. They go running up the stairs.
Yeah.
Let me
I will
Man.
admit, though, it was pretty
Wave them
cool.
along.
He was handling that fucking sword and dagger like a motherfucker, though. Which I
Sure.
appreciate that being a callback to his prowess as a fucking warrior.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Not a drop of blood in that whole scene.
Yeah, I know.
And he stabbed,
I'm with FaZe.
fatally stabbed 60 people, and nobody bled.
Wow. Yeah. But yeah, like, and there's this part at the end where the gargoyles are no longer gargoyles, and they're these literal kids with like face paint and bald caps, just kind of walking out, all kind of disoriented. And it was one of the weirdest scenes, and all I could think about was like, wow, imagine being one of 20 child actors in a group. You just probably 2 to 3 hours of fucking makeup just to get all of you looking right, just to have 2 seconds in a fucking movie, no lines, no nothing. You just kind of look around. Like, what? That had to have been horrible.
Well, I question the parents on that though, because who would put 20 of their kids in a Luc Besson movie?
Naked.
Pretty much naked.
Yeah, that too. I
Fuck
didn't even
man, I
make
was
that
all
connection.
going, wild boys, never close your eyes.
Man, that was weird. And I mean, should I spoil the way it ended with Dracula? I mean,
I mean, it's pretty common
Read
knowledge
the
that he
book?
dies. Go ahead.
yeah,
If you've seen Coppola's movie, You've
Right.
If you've seen any Dracula movie, he dies.
He
always dies. But I mean, I just the way they went with it, I guess.
Okay, you're right, because I did forget. It took the priest to convince him that if you repent, you are welcome back to heaven and welcome in death and welcome to leave, and she'll be safe. And he finally agrees, like, just kind of relents,
Yeah, just lets him impale him with that
With the hammer.
outrageously huge silver fucking whatever it's called, and then he impales him with it.
But he took the stake out again. So that is there.
He didn't want to lose like 50 pounds of silver there, but there's a good point. Should have never taken
Well,
the stake out.
when you remove the stake, he regenerates, but he did officially die in sunlight. So,
Yeah.
but then even then, there was a goofy. The flakes got into the breeze, and it made it look like a.
That's true. He turned to dust.
Coming next
It was
year,
pretty
Dracula
silly.
2: The Return,
The Reckoning.
the reckoning of. I'm stopping.
The reckoning of
I
the
almost said something
gargoyle,
horrible, man.
the gray gargoyle army.
Was that the other eye roll moment there, Colonel? The children walking out after being released
that
from
was-
the gargoyles?
That was one of them. But the whole gargoyle scene leading up to that fact, where they're fucking dropping elbows from the fucking balcony.
Yeah.
One even did a fucking hurricanrana, I believe.
I don't
It's
even know
like,
what
is
that
that
is.
fucking Rey Mysterio? Like,
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a backwards splash off the top
Yeah.
rope.
It's like
yeah,
a
you
wrestling
jump,
thing.
wrap your legs around the guy's head, and do a flip. You flip him over. Zag and I know what a damn hurricanrana is. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Dude,
Lord.
it's just like, what the fuck? Like, because like I said, him going fucking full slay mode, needed blood, but even without the blood, was pretty fucking cool.
I mean,
But the gargoyles ruined it.
even your
They really-
girl got beheaded her friend
Yes.
who was in on
Maria.
it, Maria.
Maria.
She was, and I didn't see a drip.
There's a little bit.
There was a little bit, if I remember correctly.
I mean,
But
it wasn't
like
like
on the
spurting out.
stump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the stump.
Oh, on the stump. Yeah, the stump, because they show the neck. You're right.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, I got to hit a couple of these comments because
Go
there's some
ahead.
good ones in here.
Mm-hmm.
Tarek says, you have to think at some point someone made the suggestion of the bestiality and Besson was like, that might be crossing the line. And then Strangelove has a couple of good ones here. Great tactics, by the way, in war. Send in the troops and then shell the fuck out of the castle.
Yeah, they did it ass backwards, didn't they?
Now I understand why Romania isn't a global superpower.
yeah.
And then, and this is a good point, though. I would recommend this film if you've never seen a Red Dracula before and you're a teenager looking for a solid romantic date movie. Unfortunately, I am none of those things.
That right there is exactly
fits.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That fits. And then Tarek also says, they told me I was going to be one of the gargoyles. I thought it was going to be a hockey movie. Yeah, there we go. All right. And that's the end of the movie. Let's move on to the next topic, writing and direction. The direction was fine, I think, for what it was.
If it was a different director.
The writing was, I mean, I guess I can say kudos to the writer for taking some risks, but they didn't all work. Like, the cologne is a weird way to go about that and trying to ground it in some kind of reality.
I could see cornering one or two maybe at different times and like popping the cap and giving them a snoot, and then they're like, tell you what you want to know. Yeah, man.
Here, you want to take a bump?
Hey, they had that. They were little things that they did, little sniff things, huff or snuff boxes and stuff they had for that
The
shit.
snuff boxes,
Snuff.
yeah.
That's it.
And then the gargoyles were a complete miss. And then, like I said, I didn't hate the dancing part. I thought that was a kind of a clever way to advance
Yeah,
the
it was.
story a few years.
But
You didn't need the dancing to do it.
everybody, you know what I mean? The whole room has to be at once.
Right. There were a lot of risks that were taken with trying to make this adaptation different, and it still wasn't all that different. And none of the risk and none of the changes felt right. How about that? Does that coincide with you guys' thoughts?
I would say a lot of his movies are rough the first watch, and you marinate on them for a couple of years, and all of a sudden they start becoming more understandable or accepted. But this one doesn't have that, man. It's the payoffs. No, and an Christoph Waltz underutilized.
There's our buddy Polar Knights. As always, this is the place to be to get every stage of beard growth in one spot. Yep.
I've added the pork chops, man. So yeah.
They make
Thanks
me
for
cut
tuning
mine
in,
at
Polar
work.
Knights.
I can't go over an inch at work anymore. It sucks.
Oh man.
And Holly says maybe the gargoyle should have been bats.
That's what we were saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have, because a flock of bats is always gonna be more scary than a fake cement gargoyle, stone gargoyle.
Well, we have a counterpoint though, because Angie actually she agrees the cologne thing was cheesy, but loved the gargoyles. They made it fun.
How about both gargoyles and bats? Damn it! Like, just give me bats.
If you get enough bats, you could carry a gargoyle.
I would have been okay with like the
Yeah.
gargoyle. Maybe the guys climbing down and the gargoyles start reaching at him from their perches or something. I would have been okay with that, I think.
I'm sorry, the bats and the gargoyle. I'm going full blown Monty Python on this one. Sorry.
Grip it by the husk. A half a pound bat can't carry a. How heavy a gargoyle would be?
A fucking 2-ton gargoyle.
Made of stone? Yeah, it'd be fucking 200-pound gargoyle. It's not possible.
What about you guys? Phase, writing and direction.
Well, I mean, fuck the director. I mean, the direction for this movie was okay, I guess, at moments. The writing was all right. Again, I don't know how I would trim this down, but I would try just a little bit. But I don't know. It could use some polish too. Like, it wasn't perfect.
You,
It's kind
you
of a
want
long.
every movie. You want every movie at 95 minutes, though. Boom.
Well, it'd be nice, but not like Sinners. That would have been difficult to cut down 50 minutes, but or even Nosferatu. I was kind of hoping this would be like that, where it's worth the 2 hour whatever. But here, just I was okay with it, I guess. I mean, I'm getting better at watching these long movies, I think.
I'll come back to this point, but Ziggy,
Yeah.
writing and
Well, I said it was fine. I mean, there were elements in there, no pun intended, that I felt like were Luc Besson.
were there 5 elements in there?
It felt like his style of stuff, and it was nice to see it come back again. But my boy needs to take a seminar on horror, if he's going to try to come and touch Dracula and stuff like that. It's not the worst thing. I mean, it looks good. It doesn't. Atmosphere is 0 compared to Coppola's, though. I mean, it just is. There's none of that. At the castle and everything, it's very basic.
Yeah, it was kind of vanilla. I'll give you that. Except
it was
for
very
a couple
clean.
of times.
Very clean. Not something that looked like a dilapidated 1,000-year-old castle. You know what I mean?
There were a couple of things that I got into on the atmosphere, but not many. Definitely not nearly as many as in Coppola's. But yeah, I could see that.
Just that the way they lit it and stuff like that. I mean, it's okay, but we wanted an original take on Dracula, but damn, I still want it to be a little scary, a little creepy, and there was none of that.
No.
Yeah, he looks okay as the old version, but I mean, Gary Oldman in that getup is like, you can't look away from that,
Wait, you said Besson needed a lesson in horror to touch Dracula?
Before you touch Dracula, yes, I don't know, man. Maybe he needs. Yeah. It's this thing here. It needs horror, man. You got to have some of the scary elements to it. I mean, where was all that cool shadow work? Where was all that, you know what I mean? All that cool stuff that they did that made it feel, the alchemy, the magic and stuff. That it just none of that was here, man. None of it. Yeah. But I didn't hate the whole thing, though, in the end. So, I mean, so we'll see.
How about you, Colonel? Anything to add on writing and direction?
Not really. Like I said, it was adequate, and it's just nothing really stood out to me. I mean, the score did to an extent. But like I said, writing and direction, I thought at the beginning of the film, like I said, Act 1, you had some really good shots. But as the movie went on, it just became more and more just average, I thought. And like Zag said, and you mentioned that the atmosphere wasn't there. I'm okay with it being, I wouldn't even call this a horror movie. This is like a romantic horror film. I wouldn't even put horror first. It's Dracula, it's fine, it's expected. But have a little bit of creepy in it. Like I said, the castle, man, is fucking spotless. You can eat off them floors. like I said, not one cobweb.
There was one cockroach.
Okay, there was a mouse. Okay, might have a mouse issue. But it's only the one mouse. Like, you didn't even see like mice and rats running around. It's like, it's cold. They're just trying to get inside to get warm. Like,
there was Faye's brought something up. that I want to touch on. What made the recent version of Nosferatu from Robert Eggers better than this, Colonel?
One, we'll go back to what I just said. This movie didn't have atmosphere.
Okay.
God, it was just heavy in atmosphere the entire fucking movie.
Budget.
No budget. Well, yeah, that goes out saying. But you know, it felt like a fucking vampire movie.
Would you agree with that phase?
Well, especially with the lack of bats, yeah. I mean, didn't feel that much like a vampire movie.
Man, you get one thing like, and you just hold on to it, don't you?
Yeah, and I could be bitching that there were no cats, but it's not like there were any in, you know, the book or the original or whatever. It didn't bother me. It wouldn't have hurt, but you know.
I kept thinking, I wonder how this cast would, if they switched. Could be interesting, you know.
Okay.
Because
Well,
I do think most of the acting was pretty much solid.
All right, let's move into that then.
And Keanu
Casting and
Reeves
acting.
and acting, you don't ever say solid.
I liked most of the acting in this, and I thought it was cast fairly well. I can get Colonel, well, not Sarge's. What do you call her?
The general.
The general.
General's opinion about, you know, Caleb Landry Jones as Dracula. I could see that, but I thought he did a pretty good job. And like you mentioned earlier, that love lost look in his face throughout most of the movie whenever he was around her was great. Again, I'll mention Christoph Waltz. I thought he did a good job. I thought Elisabetta was good. Even Maria, the Lucy replicant, was pretty good. I thought all the acting around was pretty good. So, Colonel?
No, I thought the acting was great. Besides the dude who played fucking Jonathan. Fuck him.
Yeah, he was a weak point.
So fucking weak, man. Like, literally, I was like, I hope he breaks his fucking neck. If you're going to change anything, get rid of this motherfucker. We already know the priest is after Dracula. We don't need him to push the story along. He was useless. He was really useless. Like, I know he's a solicitor. What do you go to fucking Dracula's castle for? There's no paperwork to sign, nothing. Like,
He had some papers.
but he wasn't like selling him fucking real estate. You know what I mean? He just said,
It was all like,
oh, you found my Elisabetta. All right, you can live. Stay here. I'm gonna go after her. I'm gonna go like. What was the purpose of Jonathan in this movie?
yeah, it was the cold call, you know, like that when they come up and go, hey, we can sell your house for you. You know what I mean? And it was almost like one of those, it felt like. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
They
But
were even doing
he
that
wasn't
before.
leaving any stone unturned. But
Yeah.
you're right. He could have thrown that character right away. I mean, or had Keanu Reeves back in there again and got the same result. You know, there was nothing there.
All right.
Later on, BK.
FaZe, what about you? Anything on casting and acting?
Not really. I think it was pretty solid all around. I don't know. I mean, I didn't care for anyone being ugly. Dracula's kind of supposed to be ugly. But I don't know. Nobody really stood out in any bad way.
All right. What else we got on here? Favorite moment,
Yeah.
like I mentioned, was that over the hill shot.
Because
There was
they
another-
picked over all this, they had barrels of like oil.
Gasoline or something.
Yeah, it's some kind of oil, and they made a fire that stopped the charge of the enemy, and then they just dove right through it and started
And then
flashing.
shielded up and ran through, yeah.
And it was, but as they came through the battle back up the hill, that line of fire was what was illuminating the hill, and then the heads on pikes. That was some powerful shit. That was good. So yeah, that's what I'm for sure was my favorite. Maybe because again, I was like, all right, I was stoked up and ready after that, man.
Yep. And then let down for an hour and 40 minutes.
Yes.
Colonel.
Since the good ones have been taken, like I said, I'm going to have to go with the carnival scene as a whole, not just one moment. That entire scene. I just, again, I was being very cynical with the love. No, fuck you, fuck you. No. Like I said, I was being very cynical on how overly romantic this film was in Act 1. Like I said, that scene saved it for me. Now, that was true romance in my eyes. Act 1, that's the dating phase. That's the honeymoon phase.
Yeah. That's the putting food on each other and being weird phase.
Yeah.
All right.
I tell you what, there was at least 6 times actors, extras looked at the camera too in this. Like I know in the one they were posing in the some of those montages, but
yeah,
when those kids came walking out.
Yeah, I did notice that, but I
that's glaring. I was like, all right, dude, you saw. You can look away. You can look away now.
I don't worry about that too much especially when it's that kind of kid. So
see that when we make the movie,
I
would be like, cut! God damn it! Would you
go back
looking at the fucking camera?
Back to 1. Faye's favorite moment.
Man, I mean, I don't want to steal any of yours, so I guess I'll go with that.
We already said all of ours.
Well, right.
You can be the same one, and it's fine. Yeah. There's not much to pick from here.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, it probably would be the like the over the hill shot that Crank was talking about.
It was fucking amazing.
That was just incredible.
I do like that time lapse shot, even though it involves the gargoyles, where it goes around the table, and that's another like.
Oh, with the money.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
He's gathering his wealth and like his hair is graying and shit. Yeah, that was
played. I thought that played very well to the whole dragon thing and hoarding your treasure. I thought that was a nice way to do that.
Yeah,
or maybe I read too much into it. I was just like, oh, he's a dragon hoarding his treasure. It's Dracula, son of the dragon.
They got to the other side of him, you know, and he every once in a while he would just look over at him and stuff, and you know.
But I already hit the button to get into this, but there we go. I think this is it. Strangelove mentions the best use of Harker I've seen is in that BBC TV series they did a few years ago. I would agree,
bro.
That was a good series, man.
That was a really good series.
It was 3, right? 3 episodes.
Yeah, 3 parts. Yeah.
God damn it. That was the attitude that Dracula had, you know? And then when he tasted that blood, he was like, Van Helsing! You're a Van Helsing! He was all excited. That was great.
I may have to go and watch that again.
Yes. You know.
I haven't seen that in a while. And Holly also mentions the 4 of you should write and direct a version of Dracula. I'd pay to see that.
Oh, they'd get sick of my shit.
I'll tell you what.
That'd be so strict.
The castle wall looks like shit. Rebuild it.
We start at the war. We start at the war, and I guess we come up with our own reason he has to be Dracula. That's what you have to do. And then we take it from there. We'll go the 400 years, we can tell that tale. And then kind of leave it as he's heading to Paris or whatever it is. That's what I would do.
Well, and then I'm going to steal an idea from Tarek for Harker. Instead of like a real estate deal, so I was there trying to sell a vacuum cleaner to this really creepy dude in the castle. Okay, stop it with that shit. All right, final thoughts, ranking. Ziggy.
Wow, I get to start it. At Act 1's conclusion, I was rolling and excited there, and I was probably sitting at a 7 at that point, you know, and then it just, man, it started going down, baby. And I don't hate it, but some of the choices were odd even for Besson. So Nosferatu was 100 times better.
Bram Stoker's Dracula was 100 times better.
Yeah.
Dracula's 100 times better. Voyage of the Demeter is 8 times better. 5.5 for this from me.
5.5. All right. Phase.
He said 5.5.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm just getting that on the graphic. I mean, overall, I really feel like I need to watch this one more time to really get like a stern opinion on this. But I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I'm very middle of the road. It's just, -1 for no bats.
No
Maybe
cap.
a -1 for Luc Besson being an ass. But maybe not. I mean, I would probably go with the 5, but with the lack of bats, I'm going with the 4.
Wow. Jeez, guys.
That's harsh, but this movie didn't give me a whole lot to love, and that feels low. But that's just my personal opinion. If I were being more objective, I'd probably give this closer to a 6. But
That's where I thought I was going to go, but then our discussion subtracted a couple of more points. Not a couple of points, but
half a
at
point.
least a half a point. 1.5 definitely got shaved off of this from where I was.
Colonel.
Yeah, like I said, man, this movie, I just really feel indifferent about it. The atmosphere wasn't creepy enough. At times felt a little too cringy for love. Again, fucking cologne, fucking shitty looking gargoyles. Oh god, there's a lot that for this movie I just can't overlook. So I'm just gonna keep this short and sweet. I give it a 5. I'm that indifferent. It's take it or leave it.
Jeez.
I just didn't care for it, man. I've seen worse Dracula movies. Trust me.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But as far as like Dracula films go, like Dracula, not Dracula 2000 or no shit like that. Coppola's Dracula stands on top by a fucking mile, man.
Yeah.
I was hoping for something that can at least compete with it. That's not what we got.
I mean, dude, Gary Oldman, when he renounces God in that church, in that film.
Like I said,
That
I mean,
is-
Keanu Reeves is tough. Even to this day, you're watching it, it's still tough to watch him in that movie.
Look what he's
But there's
reduced
so
to.
much, but there's so much good. It's easy to overlook it.
The
This one, there
daughters,
wasn't enough good. Overlooked shit, man.
his minions in that one are fucking vampire daughters,
And they're
Yeah,
great
like
in that
they're-
one.
They're great.
Yeah, the
When
wives of
Lucy-
Dracula. They weren't fucking gargoyles.
When Lucy's dispatched and laying in her coffin with the white makeup on, that's one of the scariest fucking images I've ever seen.
Again, I mean, some of it's not fair because we're taking Francis Ford Coppola and Luc Besson. We're not comparing apples to apples here.
Well, and like I
know.
mentioned
I mean-
earlier, too, budget.
I'm just saying, this is how you do creepy, though. You know what I mean? Atmosphere. This is how this guy knows this stuff, but he's a fucking action guy. He doesn't know this kind of fucking intricacy, I guess.
Well, and I think probably even 30-something years ago, Coppola had 10 times the budget to make this movie in those dollars than Besson had to do this movie. I
Well,
would
I mean-
guess.
I mean, if he fucking behaved like a decent human being, he might have had a bigger budget. I mean, let's be honest on it too.
What?
I know.
All right, so what was your score? 5?
Give it a
Oh,
5.
5.
I think that's a little too high, to
There's
be
a
honest with
throwback. A 5. All right. Man, I thought I liked this one more coming out of the theater than I do now after talking to you guys. Yeah, I'm kind of indifferent like most of you guys on this because I guess I wanted to like it and I wanted to like whatever differences, this guy threw, and I didn't. But yeah, you guys have pretty much already said everything. this, I guess I was just expecting more, being a Luc Besson, and it came out very underwhelming for me. But I would still watch this again. Would I own it? Probably not. But I would watch this again. And I probably will anyway at some point because I think I want to give it a second chance later just to see. So I'm going to go with 6. I'm going to be the highest one out of us all, but I still had a good time with this, even with many, many flaws. And I think Strangelove even mentioned it earlier. It would be a great date movie, as long as you don't go with people like us that are going to sit there and nitpick the fuck out of the movie while we're watching it.
Sound with Strangelove, I think it's a good date movie for teenagers. As an adult, I still take Coppola's Dracula as an adult date movie.
Right.
And then also it gives you a chance to reference Wasp, like, yeah, baby, I fuck like a beast, like during the bestiality scene. It's too bad BK left. I know he might have appreciated that Wasp reference because we don't get that often on this show.
Not very often, no.
34 years, man, since that one came out.
Yeah, Stoker's or Coppola's.
Man, yeah, Coppola's.
Yeah. Tarek says, so Colonel basically gave it a 4 with an emotional support point.
Pretty much. Like, you tried. Here's an extra point.
Yeah. And he also says, Renfield seems like it would have been more of the movie Besson should have directed. Maybe not with the comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Fifth Element is all that weird, awkward comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that was a lot. I don't think a lot of that comedy was written.
That was just talent.
I think that was just
pulling that off.
Chris Rock and
Chris
Tucker.
Or Chris Tucker, yeah.
Interpreting that material that way, and they pulled it like, okay,
yeah,
I can see that.
All right, we got another ranking from Strangelove. He says, ranking this low, not because of the talent on display, but for my personal enjoyment. 3 out of 10.
That's pretty much how I did, yeah.
That's what I'm saying with that.
Don't apologize to Luke.
With Walls in there alone, man, I figured this would have been amazing watch. Just ever since Inglourious Bastards, man, I can't. I look for that guy. What is he up to? I look him up. I want to know.
He's a great actor and very entertaining to watch. So, yeah. All right. Anybody else out there with a quick number? I can't.
Yeah. Here's our rankings.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Talk
It's
about
been a while since I've
slightly.
seen that low.
Yeah. Talk about slightly above average, but Grizzly says surprisingly average.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah, actually, surprisingly, I expected more. I mean, Professional is my favorite
of his
thriller. Overall,
Oh,
it's my favorite,
wow.
man. I just
it's
love
up
that.
there for me
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
For thrillers, that's my go-to. That's it.
Damn, if you think about the professional, though, man, that should have been a warning sign.
Yeah, the Natalie Portman.
Now I'm thinking about it, like, yeah.
Then he had his girl cut her hair like that. Fuck, dude, that was weird.
Right.
Let's not. We don't need to talk about this.
Yeah, we don't need to go anywhere. We made it. We made it through. We don't need to say another word.
We don't need to go. We don't. Yeah, we don't need to go. We don't need to go very far into this right
This
now.
is the vein of like.
Oh my god.
I like the music of so and so. I don't care what they did. I like the movie. I'm not looking for what they did. I like the movie. And I'll leave it at that.
There we go.
This
All
one
right.
sucks.
Well, that there we go. 5.13. Good
Yep.
Lord,
Yeah, man.
that's awful.
Should we talk about what we're doing next week?
Oh my God, what are we doing next week?
Folks, we're doing something kind of different.
Oh, cue the music. Ding ding bang ding 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 bang ding ding ding. And go ahead, FaZe.
Next week, we are introducing a new type of show for DCS, the Roast. And It's going to be Maximum Overdrive, Zigzag's favorite, starring a certain headed child.
Red-hatted child. And yes, it still annoys me. I just watched it, and it annoyed the shit out of me. So,
I watched it right before the show. Did my homework.
Oh, is that the one you watched?
Yeah. Which
Hey,
is why my mind's a little mixing movies up right now.
yep. You tell
I got
me
you,
if he fucking if he's that good, where's he been? That's all. We'll get into that. That'll come up. That'll probably come up. I got jokes on this guy.
Yeah, so basically, I think the way this is going to work, we're going to kind of have the movie on in the background. We're going to watch it live. We won't be showing the movie, I don't think, because that'll. But we're going to watch it live. We're going to make comments, Mystery Science Theater 3000 style in a way, with some tidbits. With some tidbits here and there, and then basically just because it's it's classically known as one of the worst fucking movies of all time.
It had a lot of hype behind it. It is it's an adaptation of his own story, Trucks. And he's like, all right, this is the one I'm gonna scare the hell out of you. I remember his trailers. We'll have to maybe play those and stuff before we start the movie.
I don't know if we can, man.
He was talking about scaring us with this fucking thing. That one's scary.
My god! And he's standing in front of the Green Goblin truck, and then but there's something about it, man. And you start throwing that AC/DC on, all of a sudden you're tapping your foot along, and there's trucks racing all over the fucking place, and it's super entertaining.
Oh, the soundtrack kicks so much ass.
It's got this cast. Emilio Estevez led, and boy, one of his worst. Obviously, just was there for the fucking paycheck. Movie roles he ever took, but yeah, he's the lead, and it's just one of the movies, and it should be a lot of fun. I think we may have a few funny things to say about it.
Yeah. I believe we will. So it's a
lot
kind
of
a
cocaine.
New format, yeah, and we do have a sponsor for this episode, brought to you by cocaine.
Cocaine.
So, yeah.
Cocaine.
Not Pepsi.
Cocaine.
But yeah, it's a new style of show we're trying out. We're always trying to do different things, and you guys will be able to watch along too, because it is on Tubi right now. So.
Now, we don't know if the commercials are going to line up the same way.
Well, that's why I time-stamped mine for you guys so we could see if ours don't.
Yeah, but I don't know if they did the timestamp thing.
I'll do it now.
Well, remember, I tried. It didn't really timestamp it for me. Now I could have had a stopwatch going to stop. Okay.
Now, when I hit pause on it, though, I saw where all the commercials are. So
right.
You just press a button and it shows you where you're at in the movie.
Yeah.
I hit pause. You guys talk to me like I'm stupid. I do this shit. I'm just saying. I'm looking forward to just talking shit about this movie. I don't even want to watch it again because I did my homework 3 weeks in advance. And I'm pissed off. I got to watch it again. Then I got to watch it again.
I got to watch it a couple
then
more
we'll watch
times
it again
too,
together. But we'll be good and pissed off by then. But folks, that could be funny alone if everything works out. But this whole fucking thing could blow up in our face, and that'll be hilarious for you. So maybe tune in. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, check us out. We're trying something new that may or may not work.
Yep. All right, one more time. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right, folks. Thank you to our final girls and guys. Got Christy, Seaface, Luke, Beady Mags, the Muffinator, Alex, and Tyrone.
Our Crazy Ralphs, Bell's Fancy Creations, Dr. Smiley, Grizzly and Paula, Margan Crypt Horror, Raymond, Allen, Twisted Twinning, and the whole damn enchilada.
And we got our lovely camp counselors, Adam, Christy, Lou, S. Michael, Jimmy and Rachel, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Angie, Chuck, Dave, Carl, Patricia, Kristen, JJ, and last but not least, Indy, the motherfucking dog.
Dog. He is the dog. Indy the dog.
If you want to become a member and join the ranks of the Death Curse Society, you can do so at deathcursesociety.com. Find the tier that fits your wallet. enjoy the benefits and privileges herein and thereof, and help us out, getting us out on the road, paying for bandwidth. All this fucking shit costs money. Everything does. So
Exactly.
we love you, and no obligation. We're still going to do it even if you don't help us, and don't even worry. So, yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Hey.
Got it, go ahead. If you don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Hey.
I'm worrying about it over here.
Oh, God.
Colonel, send them out.
Yeah, I want to make this short and sweet, man. I've been about ready to pop for like the last hour. So fellas,
All right.
don't get sick. Watch your dick. Ladies, don't smell like a scuba Steve. Use Summer's Eve.
Phase.
Folks, this was a fun one, even though I couldn't remember the movie too well. I enjoy doing movie reviews even when it's not, the best movie. They can't all be sinners. They can't all be winners. Unintentional rhyme that popped in my head there.
Ooh.
But
Nice.
join us next week for something different. I'm intrigued by how it's probably going to go, but hey, I could be pleasantly surprised. So, folks, we'll see you then. Thank you. God damn it, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm literally scared for next week.
Yeah, me too.
I'm terrified. Ziggy.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. I mean, it's MX3, MSK Theater 3.
MST 3K.
3K. But we get to curse, and they don't. So it'll be funny right there. Yeah, man. It's going to be a blast. We're rolling. We're already, it's mid-February now. We're hitting Valentine's Day next week. Isn't it this week or next week?
Yeah,
It's this
I'm
week.
not sure.
It's this week.
It's
It's Saturday, yeah.
Yes.
Saturday. So we won't see you. So,
But happy Friday the 13th this week, too.
God damn
there
it.
you go.
Yes. Friday the 13th. Then there's one next month, too.
There's
Wow.
3 this year.
Back to back Friday the 13th.
That's
Extra
rare.
holidays. But we're going to be here, and next week should be wild. Join us, won't you?
Yep, I'm looking forward to next week, but I'm also, like I said, terrified. I have no idea how this is going to go. I have like a idea in my head how I want it to go. Is it actually going to play out that way? Are you going to see me melt down on stage? Am I going to start ripping shit off the walls behind me? Tune in next week and find out.
We shall see.
Bring your popcorn, because I
And
know I'm
bring
grabbing my
your-
bucket.
And bring your popcorn. All right, for the Colonel, for Zigzag, for FaZe, it's Red Crank saying DCS out. And we love you guys. We'll see you next week.
What?
Ow.
Collecting light image, focused to rip the skin. Remembering those muddy creeks, illusions to swim in. Found strength to cross an ocean, reflected the left light. Looking for a hidden truth, only to find a fight. I found a new way to leave behind the past. Hope it's a better way. Oh, in the optic glass.